What is going on, guys, and welcome to this video. I think I have a pretty cool project idea that I really want to do to these wheels and make them look a little nicer just for the time being. I know that they are dinged up, they're beat up, two of them have bald tires, but that is all going to get taken care of really soon. I'm just excited because there's a huge mod coming for the Subaru. I just ordered it yesterday and it's going to change the whole car. So these are the stock wheels. They're pretty beat up. I mean, like some major curb rash here, this scratch, this here. I even tried to get all the plasti dip off. You can see it like still kind of hanging out down there. The other ones aren't that bad. I mean, there's a little bit of curb rash, but like some of them are like really good. Like this is probably the cleanest one right here, but they're gonna be temporary, but I don't want them looking like this because they really just don't look that good. I do like whatever color this is. It's not the stock Subaru color because that color is like a light gray and this is more of like a gunmetal. So I kind of like that, and it did look pretty good on the Subaru. Now you're probably wondering why the Subaru has no wheels, no suspension or anything on it. That's because I sold all that stuff, and yesterday I ordered something I've been wanting to buy for so long, and I can't actually believe I got it. I'm so excited for it to come in and to install it and make a video on it and do all that fun stuff. I just ordered bags for this car. I still can't believe that I did it, and I'm just like blown away that I'm lucky enough to be able to buy those and put them on my car. I've been wanting it ever since I bought it, and now it's actually happening. But, you know, since I don't really have any wheels, I only have the stock wheels down there. So I want to at least make them look nice. I did watch a video about repairing curb rash and fixing dings and dents and all that fun stuff, sanding it, making it look really good, and then painting it. I think I'm going to paint them just a gloss black for now. Be really simple and just keep it just kind of clean, I guess you'd say. Like I don't want to do any wild colors like a blue or like a white or something. I mean, white probably wouldn't look terrible, but I think just for the sake of simplicity, I'm just gonna do gloss black wheels on the blue, and then, you know, we're gonna get some like really nice wheels for this car, but I wanna at least be able to drive it, and if I'm gonna drive it, I want it to look decent. You know, the stock wheels really don't look that terrible, so like, I'm not too concerned. So the process with fixing these wheels is relatively simple. I mean, it has these pretty deep scratches kind of on the face of the wheel here. The best way to fix it, I watched a few videos where you take sandpaper and you sand it all down and you fill it in with Bondo and then sand that down and then prime it and then make it really nice. The thing with these wheels, I'm not too sure if the scratches are like deep enough, if you just sand it away. This one's probably the worst wheel with all these scratches on the face of it. So I just stacked up the wheels in a pile so it's not in the middle of the garage. The next step is going and getting like the Bondo, the sandpaper, and all the essentials that I'm gonna need. I'm not gonna be painting these wheels like very soon. It's still like wet outside, and it's Pittsburgh and it's like 60 degrees right now, but I could tell you it wouldn't surprise me if it was like 30 degrees tomorrow. So, and since my car's in the garage, I don't want to be painting in the garage, considering, you know, paint garage in a car with a car, I'm just not going to risk it. So, you know, and the bags aren't even here yet, so like even if I got the wheels all finished up, I couldn't even mount them to see how they look because I don't even have suspension on the car regardless. So just gonna, you know, go get the supplies. I have to go to work, and then after work we might start the sanding process and do all that fun stuff. So if you guys don't know anything about Pittsburgh, Pittsburgh has some of the weirdest weather. Like, it is February right now and it is about 65 degrees. It's beautiful, and just 3 days ago we got 2 inches of snow. So Pittsburgh is super weird. So we get blessed with these just awesome days that like are so nice. And to add to that, I'm lucky enough to be able to have my girlfriend's WRX for the day because, well, mine is, you know, in the garage, and hers is here. Lucky for me, I get to drive it. My Volkswagen is actually getting inspected, so she's nice enough to let me use her car to get to work. Going to be jealous of that gauge cluster. I hate the like normal Impreza green cluster. It's cool, but I've always wanted to do an STI gauge cluster swap just because I love the system of it starting up and it just looks so good. I don't know, weird, I guess. So we got what we needed from Advanced. We got the Bondo, the sandpaper, and like a putty spreading a tool, and a couple other little things. But I'm gonna be really early to work, so I figured, you know, we could stop at Best Buy. The airlift controller, it's almost like a little like phone. I don't really know how big it is, but I know that people use like common cell phone holders to mount them on their car, and I don't have one. So I figured while I'm out, I'm just killing time, I might as well go look and see if they have one or something similar to what I wanted. So I'll update you guys when I'm out.
A few moments later.
So Best Buy didn't really have what I was looking for. I'm probably just gonna end up ordering something on Amazon. It's probably gonna be cheaper and easier, and I don't even have the bags yet. So it was kind of just a shot in the dark to see if they had anything that I might be able to use, but doesn't look like that. So we're just gonna get to work a little early. Well, we're all back from work and we are ready to at least start this project. We have all the things that we need right here. I picked these up because who doesn't need those? And then got all this stuff that you need.
When I wake up, before I put on my makeup, I run for the bus stand. But while I'm riding on
So the first step to this process is we're gonna actually have to clean the wheels of all the grease and all the dirt and anything the wheels might have on them. We're just gonna be using like soapy water from a spray bottle. I've heard that warm water will help break down dirt and grease and things like that. So using the warm water will definitely make this process easier. And then we're also gonna be using just like your simple towels you buy at any auto parts store. You can probably buy them other places, or a paper towel would probably work, but we're just gonna degrease and get everything prepped for the Bondo. So now this wheel's all dry and we washed it off, we're actually ready to jump to sanding. The first step is an 80 grit sandpaper. It's super like aggressive, and you're only supposed to use the sandpaper on the parts that are beat up. Like, don't sand anything that you don't want Bondo to go on. So we're gonna sand these just down to bare metal apparently, and maybe some of this stuff up here, I'm not too sure yet. Maybe just sanding that will clean it up enough to just paint it. But I mean, this wheel honestly is the worst one. Like, this stuff could probably just be sanded out and painted. Like, there's little nicks and stuff, but I think Bondo would be like overkill for this. So like, if I just sanded it down, I might need a little bit, but not that much. These ones just have like paint on them. Like, these are little nicks, but I feel like Bondo would be overkill. This one's really what I'm working at, because this just looks terrible. I mean, I don't know how you even do that to a wheel. It's not a big deal. So we'll make it look all nice. So after sanding the wheels with the 80 grit sandpaper, I kind of found myself not needing the Bondo. The scratches looked really bad and it looked like I needed to fill them in, but I think they were just like in the paint and like barely touching the surface of the actual metal on the wheel. So I think I'm just gonna kind of like smooth it out with a lighter grit sandpaper, and so it's not as like an aggressive jump from the paint to the bare metal. And then I think I'm just gonna sand it, any part that has any imperfections with like the 320 grit sandpaper. And then from there, I think I'm just gonna like use Bondo makes like a filler primer spray paint. So I think I might just use the filler paint, and then that way it'll fill in some of the imperfections and things like that. I mean, these are my backup wheels that I'm gonna be using just until I get a good set of wheels, and I just want them to be black. Honestly, I think I'm not gonna use the Bondo. I think I might return it and just get that really good filler primer and wait for a good day to do it. It's really humid right now, so it's probably not a good idea to paint. So if you guys just wanna take a look at what I mean, these scratches really aren't that deep, and they're kind of smooth, honestly, and like where this really deep one was, well, the one I thought was really deep, it's like not even there. So I think I might just use that filler primer, and it'll fill in these little micro scratches. And like up here there was a gash, but like it's pretty smooth now. And like here, I mean, like it looks noticeable now, but I bet once I paint it, you won't even see it. And then like for this stuff, I'm gonna obviously sand the entire wheel with a light sandpaper. That way the paint has somewhere to stick. But like where this paint is kind of like chipping up, it's like barely chipping. Just take a really light sandpaper, just make it look a little less noticeable. And I think once the wheels are all a fresh color and they're clear coated and everything is like the same color and there's not big scratches and like plasti dip everywhere and all that bull crap, I think once all that's taken care of, the wheels are gonna look fine. And since they are like spare wheels and they're just temporary, so I can drive the car until I order like nice wheels, I think they're gonna be okay. So I think I'm gonna probably wrap it up for tonight. I mean, it's late, it's dark. I do have work tomorrow, but that was a good start, I think, to get that squared away, and then just set up sanding some more another day, because I'm not really rushing to get prepped for paint, because I can't even drive the car regardless, because we don't have any suspension in here. So, you know, ooh, look at that. So we can't even drive the car yet, so there's really no rush to get these wheels prepped for paint. So I'll just probably continue the video when I'm ready to do that.